All right, what's up, everyone? Today we've got a Microtech, as you can see. This is the UTX-85 in blue. Here's the actual part number, if that would focus. And let's just dive right into it. So the dash 85 means it's 85% smaller than a full size. This is the Bounty Hunter edition, and we'll talk about that in a different video. But today we're just going to talk about this, but I wanted to show you the kind of the standard size and the 85% size. There is also a dash 75, which is a smaller guy, which I've done some videos on before as well. I don't think I've done the 85. Probably done a full size, and I've done the bigger Trudons as well. So anyway, I'll put a link, I think, at the end to my Microtech playlist. This one is super cool, especially for you guys into the crazy Star Wars fanatics and fiends. That one is a cool one. These are all for sale. These were loaned in from Blade Barn. Go check him out. There will be a link down below. You can check him out. So let's just dive right into the specs on this one. 4 3/16 overall, and that includes this window or glass breaker. It is a functional glass breaker. There's a carbide tip there. I do like the finishing on this. This does have their apocalyptic finish, they call it, where it's basically just a stonewashed, tumbled, stonewashed finish on the blade. Pocket clip, fire button, and the hardware is kind of tumbled as well. So I like the look of this very much. Aluminum scales, great deployment. Overall length is 7.5, also including that functional glass breaker. It is left or right-handed. You could just loosen up this glass breaker. The pocket clip can flip around and go on this side. You do have the little notch here, and that's really for you to adjust the pocket clip to your desired tension. So you can just bend this up a little bit, bend it down a little bit, and adjust it to work for you. Okay? You have a 3-inch blade, 3.08, 2.81 cutting edge, 0.012 behind the edge. This thing is really thin and slicey. Blade thickness is 0.123. This particular one is in M390 blade steel. Weighs in at 2.9 ounces, so it's super lightweight for what you're getting. An overall thickness of 0.462. It works really well in the pocket. The pocket clip, as it stands right now, is a little tight for me. I would probably tweak it ever so slightly, but all in all, it's a pretty cool knife. Now, I am not a huge OTF guy, okay? I'm just not. I think they're fun. I've owned one before. I have a little USB one. I think I've shown in other videos. It's in a drawer over here. But it's not something that I carry generally. It's not something that I want to own for the most part. I do have an out-the-side automatic, but because it's a Red Horse Knife Works Hellraiser, so of course I have to own one of their automatic versions, right? Come on now. What kind of super fan would I be if I didn't own one of those also? Now, this blade, the markings are kind of subdued, but they still bug me. You got the Microtech logo, you got the model number, USA made, and then the blade steel down here in the corner. Why? Why? We know it's a Microtech. We got it up here on the pocket clip. Like, we've got the date, 11 of 23 is when this was made. Serial number. Like, we got some information on the pocket clip, and I don't even like it on the pocket clip either. We certainly do not need the Microtech logo on the clip and on the blade. That to me is a little bit much. Let me know your thoughts down below on that. Please comment. I would love to know if I'm just in the minority or what, okay? These things are cool. Now, I live in California. These are not legal to carry in California. I can own them, but I can't carry them. And a lot of places won't even ship them to California. I think it's legal to ship them. You just can't carry them. Why? Because several states, and it's not just California, here it is, a couple size comparisons as I ramble, think that they're too dangerous. Spyderco Delica. So basically the same size as the Delica, give or take. However, these are actually safer and less dangerous than a traditional folder. Especially, let's use one of these as an example. Liner lock. At no time ever is my hand in the path of the blade with an OTF. Okay? And, not that I'm going to do it, but I have shown it before. Let me grab a piece of my testing cardboard here. I'm not going to be able to push this up against you and have it stab you by deploying it. Just a cardboard box stops it from deploying. It knocks it off the track. All you got to do is pull it out and it clicks right back onto the track and away you go. So yes, if you were to go like this, it might puncture a little bit and get a little bit of blood. I'm not going to do it because I'm not that dumb. But your normal stuff, even with a little distance, it just isn't going to penetrate. So it's not dangerous. If we talk about a flipper, well, I need to put my thumb in the path of travel of the blade to unlock it. And then I have to get my finger out of the way before it closes. Now, on this particular knife, it's not so bad because the flipper tab kind of hits my thumb. But other knives that are more drop shutty and may or may not have a larger flipper tab to hit your thumb, you may have trouble with. And there are times where, yes, you may bite yourself with a side folding knife. And a lot of times they were two-handed knives back in the day where you had to do it this way and you then had to close it two-handed with a slip joint or lockback. And you were much more dangerous that way. Switchblades have gotten a bad rap because of movies like Outsiders and gang movies from back in the 60s and whatnot. And it was the bad boy image. So those laws have stuck and it makes no sense. This is not even faster to deploy necessarily than a flipping knife. I would argue that it's the same. I don't know. Ready to go. Ready to go. So I don't know. It's just stupid laws, and it's not just California. It's a lot of them. So there you go. The Microtech UTX-85. I'll put a link to my Microtech playlist in the corner, as well as down below is a link to Blade Barn. Eric, thank you for sending this and the other automatic that I have down under the table here that you'll see in the next few days. I will get these out to you guys. So, all right. Thanks a lot, everyone. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you tomorrow.